So in preparation for this conference, I was thinking about digital transformation and what it is that that technologists need to be considering. And so I did a quick Google Images search of college and universities forms, and it's horrifying how many paper copies, PDFs at best, but you walk into any one stop at any institution and there is a rack of forms that you have to go pick and fill out and turn in and behind a counter. Students don't want to operate that way. And neither will your workforce, as that's turning over in higher ed as well. The workforce doesn't want to take a form and key it in. So it sounds really basic and not very visionary, but honestly, let's start with taking those horrible processes that are largely paper-based and digitalizing them. So that's thing one. But the more impactful thing is when you are able to take the transactional data that you already have. Most of our institutions have been on one of our systems for over 10 years, which means they have history and they can look at trends. They can mine that data, they can look at the trends, and then they can figure out what conditions lead to conditions that ultimately need intervention, right? So if you are a first in family, first time student, not taking 12 credits, what's the intervention? Or if you discover that you have gateway courses in a meta major, for example, that fails students disproportionately, that's probably not an individual student intervention that's necessary. It's probably a programmatic intervention that's necessary. So do you scaffold that with tutoring centers or with online support, or there are all kinds of ways that you can scaffold it, right? But knowing what is wrong comes from the data. So those are a couple of ways that I see technology playing into student success.